Okay, year 13. So sorry that last franchising video was so long. I got a bit carried away. The other alternative to business format franchising is slightly less popular, but still important way of doing it, which is product and trade name franchising. So essentially that means instead of you getting the best practice manual of how to run a fast food joint or a car dealership, then you would essentially just buy into the trademarks and you would pay a fee for that, but you wouldn't pay a percentage of your turnover the way you would do to a fast food chain, for example, like McDonald's or KFC. So as it says here on the screen, as you can see, you can pause this and look through it in your own time. The franchisor provides trademarks and logos, national advertising campaigns, so they'll deal with the national marketing for you and drum up business, but they do not provide a complete business system. So you'd have to decide on your own if you wanted to offer customer discount, or look at how you offer good customer service, refund policies. That's up to you how you do that. And you pay an upfront fee, but there's no additional royalties. A local example in Northern Ireland would be Charleshurst Motor Group. They have a number of trade name franchise agreements with a lot of the big car manufacturers, like, well, marques I should say, because depends who you look at. Tata sort of own a lot of these brands now. BMW, Land Rover, Volvo and Mazda, for example. Take a drive along Boucher Road and you'll see these examples in the flesh for yourself. Franchising is still popular. Really, it's hamstrung by the fact that it's quite often, although it's lower risk, okay, that is an upside, it's lower risk, it tends to be a more likely way of actually succeeding in business, because it's an established, proven formula, an established brand, but you have very little creative input and it is expensive. It's expensive to set up, and it's expensive in some cases on an ongoing basis. And because of the high chance of success with the fast food chains in particular, they are very substantially expensive. So, as mentioned earlier, for a fairly modest McDonald's franchise, average size franchise outlet, you'd be looking at least a couple of £100,000, maybe £250,000 to buy into that, and then you'd be giving McDonald's 28%-ish of your turnover, not your profit, your turnover. So before you pay your suppliers, before you pay any of your expenses, your staff, your rent rates, your electricity bill, your insurance, anything like that, you would have to pay McDonald's 28% off the top.